Hi guys, welcome to Algo Trading Live. Tonight we're actually going to do a little bit of a scalping session. We're going to look for some trades. Market's been pumping a little bit this weekend, but there we still are at some major resistance areas. So we're going to look for how we could optimize on those pumps. See if we could get it at resistance areas. Look if all our confluences are in place, confirmations are in place. And we're going to take some shorts. Just like the thing said, I'm shorting most things at the moment. This is purely short-term play. I'm probably going to get out of these trades by the end of this evening, if not tomorrow. It's very, very short-term play. I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback, and then I think we're going to carry on pumping. I'm going to look for some long entries. All right, so let's go through some of my favorites, and we'll see what we're looking at. I'm going to go through this really quickly because I've already picked out a few places where I think we could get some shorts in, and I want to get them in as quickly as possible, see what's happening during the show. All right, we're going to look at Phantom. Just going to open this up. I'm not going to open full chart. I'm looking at the daily chart. I'm looking at where we are in most of these cases. Phantom. Phantom is in the middle of nowhere land. If you guys seen my other shows, you know that my trading strategy is that I look for RSI above 95. On the RSI2 on the daily time frame, I look for above 95. I look for maybe we had a major resistance area, or if we had support, I'll look for below 5. But right now I'm looking at must be near a major resistance area, below the 200-day moving average, 200-day exponential moving average, and the RSI is above 95. That's what I'm looking for tonight. I'm going to go through my watch list pretty quickly, and I'm going to see if we can find any of those trades. I took a trade on Ripple. Not really sure why. It just looked very bearish to me. I'm a little bit of a loss here, but I'm just gonna leave it. You know, I did a 5x max loss about $4. Tell you a story. It's that on Friday I entered in about 10 shorts. By Friday afternoon I was about 20-30% up. Turned off my computer. Everything was fine. I was happy. Went on with the weekend. I logged in today now, and I see that it was most of them hit the stop losses. So I was about 15% down at the end of the day. So there's a lesson. There's a lesson. Don't get overconfident. Take your profits. If you're in profit, 20-30%, that's excellent profits. Take it, put it in your pocket, and that's a lesson I learned many times. But don't get overconfident. Take your profits. And now I've done it one too many times. It's not going to happen again. I can promise you that now. I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to put them in the bank, and we're going to enter more trades. All right, Ripple. Here we go. Matic is flying today. Matic is absolutely flying. Matic is broken this resistance area. The RSI is close to 95, so they're 93.7. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted, but I don't know. I think Matic's going to go a little bit higher before it comes down. It's a little bit too early to put in a trade. I'll wait for this 95, 96 higher RSI in this case, because it is pumping Matic. It's the highest mover today in my watch list. So yeah, I'm holding silly in my hands with Matic. I'm going to wait for a little bit higher, maybe 90, even high, that RSI to break 95, and I'll look for a short. But there is something I'm watching carefully. Maybe by the end of the show, we'll go in on that one. Avax. Let's have a look quickly. I'm going to go through these really quickly, and then I'm going to... Avax, no man's land, RSI. Previous broke. Actually took a short over here. This is where I should have got out, and we came back up and I hit my stop loss. Again, and that was a perfect. That was above 95. It was the RSI at this point. 98. Came down. I mean, I took it about there. I'm not sure where I took it, but it was still above 95. It came down. Should have got out here, but I didn't. Came back up, hit my stop loss. I'm still considering, but right now the RSI is nowhere near where I need it to be in order to enter trade. Avax was a missed opportunity. Bitcoin, I'm not going to trade tonight. Ethereum, I'm not going to trade tonight either. I'm looking for some cheap scalps here. Ethereum, we're at this major resistance area. RSI is 94.8. I mean, could put in a small scalp, but I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it make $10-12 on it. I really don't know if it's worth it. I mean, we could have another pump. We could go up to 2100 quite easily. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I mean, if this RSI was sitting at 98 right now, I would definitely go short, but it's not worth it. Solana, this is the one that I'm looking at. This is the short I'm looking at. I'm definitely going to take the short. I might even just do it right now while we're chatting. Okay, so the RSI is above 95. Before I started the show, it was about 96, 98, around there. Wanted to get in over there, but I actually wanted to do it onto the show, so I'm going to take this short right now. But before I do that, let's just look at the rest. Do that. Cardano. Sorry, I'm going through these really quickly. Cardano, it's rejected the resistance area. But the RSI is not high enough for me. I think we could pump a little bit higher for Cardano. Take a break maybe, and then come down. But no, I'm not going to go into Cardano tonight. Doge. I think Doge was another one I was looking at. I think it's above 95. Let's just have a look. Yeah. We said 92. No. But it is rejecting this resistance area. It's considering it is pointing up. It could go a little bit higher, then come down. So we won't go into Doge for now. Near, I have got a short on near. I wanted to short it. Looking at shorting near, we touched the top of the resistance line. I just feel we've got all these. The RSI is not right. In my book, the RSI is really not right, but we haven't had a pullback yet. We've tested a little bit. We've had all these like sort of like bear flags, bear flag up, bear flag up. And we tested it again. We're at major support resistance area over here. I mean, you can see the touches that we've had at this area. It's touching the upper of the sending channel over here. Touched it, rejected, coming down. So yeah, that's my near trade. Like I said, I would have liked the RSI to be higher, but we've had these sort of bear flags going up, down. I think we could just have another pullback to here. But again, see what happens. It's near. Let's see if there's anything else. Ape. Let's just look at the RSI. No man's land. I mean, it's pulling down. I don't know where it's going to go to. It's going to go to 90, below 5, and then what? It's going to bounce back, test this, bounce back. Ape, I'm not keen on Ape right now. I'm going to just move it. Sand, just remove it from my watch list. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen there. It's going to bounce back up, hit the resistance will come support become resistance. Sand also, sand's no man's land. It's in the middle of nowhere. Not going to touch that for now. And the last one, we're looking at Shibu. So I want to get into that soul trade, and then we could really analyze some other things and see where other coins and see where Shibu's looking interesting. Shibu's looking interesting. And we could go through for a little bit of a short here. You see it touch the top of this sort of like resistance area. It's actually a little bit higher. A little bit higher. It's actually about there. Got close to it. Rejected. Coming back down. Shibu could have it short here. Not sure where it's going to come down to. I mean, I can't see it touching this. It could. But yeah, Shibu's looking interesting for a short. Okay, so you think the reason why everything's pumping, why am I shorting? That's what you're asking. Well, Bitcoin's the key here. Okay, before I even talk about that, let's go do the trade. Let's get into that trade. Let's get into the trade. We'll see what happens. We'll take a small position. And we'll see what happens while we're on the show. RSI is still above 95. I'm happy. Happy, rejected, top of the thing, top of the resistance, top resist the channel. resistance area. Okay, I'm gonna go 10x. I'm gonna risk 25%. My equity, gonna sell, take profit. We can run the 40 area. 40 area. I'm gonna take a very small stop loss. I mean, got really hammered this weekend with too big a stop loss. I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller stop loss. I think that's fine. Take $11. Knock. Okay, we're gonna open the short. Okay, let's just see. Yes, are we in the trade? Let's go, guys. In the trade. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, it's about right. I mean, if we come down to about right, 41 level. Let me just minimize this. Let me just see what sort of risk reward we're looking at. So XRP, I'm just going to hold that, and then this is my near trade. Could come down more, but so we're risking, we'll make $46. That's not bad. That's the way it stands, about 15%. One trade, we'll lose. Is that 10? I don't know. Lose about 7%, 6%. It's nice risk reward. 3-to-1 risk reward. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So let's go look, why am I shorting? I mean, you'd think, okay, well, it's crazy, everything's running. Oh, Bitcoin is coming down. Bitcoin was up 4% earlier today. Now 0.76% up. But Bitcoin's the key. Bitcoin is the key. I'm going to have a look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum could be the front runner with, might lead the alts more than Bitcoin, but I'm going to have a look at Ethereum as well. So you could see marked out these four sort of like shooting star doji. So every time we had one of these shooting star, came down. It's happened, this is now the fourth time. Came down, and then we got this big shooting star doji. I mean, there's not even a body to this doji over here. And then, you know, that's why I shorted all the others. That's why I thought, and you know, we're going to go lower because we've seen this pattern happen. We've seen this pattern play out. Reason why it probably didn't play out because it didn't touch the resistance area at the top of the channel, which is probably a reason why it didn't play out. But you know, this now we've in this sort of like resistance area, yeah, strong resistance area. It's been touched numerous times. I think it's like 9 times. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times it's touched this resistance area, and it looks like it's. I mean, it's hit now 25 now. It's just not breaking this 25. It's not breaking this 25. So I think it needs to sort of adjust. RSI is quite high, 88. I think it needs to reset, come back down, and take another stab at it. I don't think there's enough liquidity at the moment in this area for whales to get those bids and take it up. I don't think there's enough liquidity. I think you need to take some stops further down. Those people who have bought, I need to find some liquidity and then up for the next leg. Then we'll go the 26, 27, 28. So that's where I'll be looking to load up on Bitcoin. Probably in this 23.1 area, 23. Let's round it up, 23 area. That's where I'll be looking to load up on Bitcoin. I'm not convinced buying at this area. I think maybe 26, you know, but we're going to see a pullback. We have to. There's not enough liquidity here. We need a pullback, and we need that strong move up. I think there's too many people buying, too many retail buying. There's no liquidity here. So they need to bring it down, get some stops, send it back up again. And what's the current? 0.92. See how my trades are doing so far. Oh, great. See, we'll leave it. See what happens. Okay, let's have a look at Ethereum. Okay, let's go full screen. Ethereum is pumping. Ethereum is pumping. I mean, we should have got in over here and just left it. Ethereum is absolutely pumping. You see this perfect entry here, below 5. You know, at a support area. We should have just bought in here and left it. So, in order for our shorts to work now, we need Ethereum to stay below 2 grand. We need it to stay below 2 grand. We need to come back, retest of the support area. As you can see, it's quite a major resistance area. Now it will turn to support. I don't think we're going to go much lower than this area over here. So if we could let's just draw a little rectangle and we'll make it a green area. That is our buy zone. That is when I'm going to load up on Ethereum around the 1650 area. 1650 I'm going to load up in Ethereum. Buy big. Okay, that's that one. Let's look at Sol. Sol is one of my favorite coins. I love Sol. Cardano as well, but I don't see it. It's just in the middle of nowhere at the moment. Sol I want to load up on as well. I think we're going to go much higher with Sol. I want to load up on Sol. I do think we need that sort of like, you see we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 bull days. I mean 2, 3, 5. It's sort of unprecedented move. We had these 4 bull days. I think we need to pull back around 40. Let's just draw in our line of it. Just go full screen. Anyone's on the chat. You know what? You know? Oh, it is. Saturday night. Sitting here doing TA. Let's do another green rectangle here. Looking in about this area. Should be, it's quite a big area. I mean, it's anywhere from, I mean, if we could get to this area, I'm loading on Sol. I don't even know if we'll get there. I think we might even get to like 40 maybe. Be lucky. But I'm going to load up on Sol. Okay. I mean, we could even move this higher. Yeah, that is where. That is what we're looking for in Sol. But again, I want that pullback. I can't buy here. I don't see a point in it. RSI needs to reset. RSI needs to come down. I don't see a point in buying up here. I mean, historically, every time RSIs get close to this 95, we've pulled back. Once again, we've reached it. We've pulled back. We need a pullback. We need a pullback before we load in up again. I can't justify buying here. Look, if we break out, retest this upper trend, the upper resistance area, and then go back up, I'll load on this retest. I'll load up then. But I can't justify just going long right now. It's a FOMO move. It's not a calculated move. Okay, let's look what else we've got. Another one I'm looking at is Avax. Something up. Avax, I'm also looking for a move back to this like 25 area. We've tested the support. tested this resistance. I think we need to, the first support line is probably this here now, 28. To me, that's not a big enough move down. I'd prefer to see it come back down to 25 area and then take a long in Avax. I'll wait for that. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to short this because it could come down just to this, 28 area, 29 to 28. I mean, it's not a big enough move that short now. 2.5%. If I go 10x, I'll make 28%. It's on the equity that I put in it. It's not a big enough move. So I'll only make about 3 or 4% if I had to go into this, because I would only risk 25% of my equity. It would make a 25% move at 10x. So again, it just cancels it out. So I'd only make about 2 or 3%. It's, to me, it's not worth it. I prefer move up to, I'll delete that, do it again. I prefer move up to, even retest this top again, but I prefer move down to here. 4% move. That's a lot better. But again, it's still a small move. This is the first resistance. Then we've got another sort of support area around here. 22. A second level support. To me, these moves aren't big enough. I mean, if you go look at this Solana move, get that. This. Yeah, that's 13% move. That's 15% move. I'm not happy with that. Decent move. Right, let's scroll in a bit to see what's actually happening on. So let's go into the 5-minute chart. So let's actually see what's happening. Trade. Just red, a little bit of green. But I'm pretty confident in this trade. Look, this is probably a 2 or 3 day trade. I'm just going to leave this one. Stop loss is decent position. I'm just going to leave this trade. Same with the near trade. I see a got the near trade. See if we get in profit of that. I mean, this has been bouncing in and out of profit the entire day. We just need a big move now, either up or down. Stop teasing. Take my stop loss or take my stop loss. Let me make another trade or, get into profit. And let's look at Ripple. Ripple is a bit of a, I just see some sort of squeeze coming on Ripple. Where's my entry? There's my entry. Look, Ripple, I'm only at 5x, so this is miles away from entry. Yeah, just gonna let this run, really. Not much we can do about that now. Just gonna let this one run. We could get out, free up some equity, into something better. I mean, look, that's a big doji, that one. So it's very similar to all the rest. We're at this this is like the line in the sand resistance. You get past this, we're getting higher. Doesn't seem like anything's getting past it. I mean, only one that looks like it's broken, that is Matic. The rest are all struggling at that route area. Like, we had that route went a little bit lower, and this is the area, and it's very similar to a lot of the other charts. That big dump, come back a little bit, sort of in this like consolidation, yeah. It's like sort of in this area, yeah. That's not even a something like that happening. This is basically invalidated now. We've got something like this happening. So, like, I can't see any, I mean, I see it's coming back down here. And then we're getting back up. This is one of my, I mean, it's gonna really close to the 95. This is one of my ones, but I wouldn't short it. I don't think there's, best I could do is come down to this, maybe 9, and then go back up again. But I don't see the short here. Maybe take a long Matic, a little bit of a pullback to here, then I'll load up in Matic. They go up again. But I don't see a short position, yeah. Not much risk reward in that. Okay, let's look at some of the others now. Going through them so quickly. Cardano, let's have a look at Cardano, what's happening here. I just wanted to get that trade in, show you guys that trade, why I entered the trade. Cardano as well is, I mean, we've got some support over here. First line support, there's even support right here. Oh, on the daily chart, we've got some support here. So if we do get a pullback on Cardano, I'm going to go in Cardano. Or if we get the break, wait for the retest, I'm going to go up. But also, I can't see a short on Cardano. I think that's it. I'm not seeing anything else. Right, guys, so yeah, that's about it. Just see if there's any chats. No chats. Cool. So my three positions that we got open are we've got the Lana, Ripple, and yeah. I think we're gonna do well on. I think we're gonna have a big dump. Could show you thinking when it comes to that, but I think, I mean, I wanted to shorten here a while ago, like 2 days ago, and I'm actually glad I didn't, because we've had a bit of a bump. And yeah, but I do feel we need to, I mean, not much of a trend line, this thing. Yeah, I mean, that's not a trend. That's not the trend line. I mean, we haven't tested that in a couple of days. And this is very choppy RSI. It needs to do something. It either needs to shoot up above the 95 or come down. It needs to do something. And this sort of movement's not very healthy. We've seen in the past, I mean, it has this like choppy movement, and then it like choppy comes down a bit. It's RSI needs to start working for it. It's not doing anything yet. Yeah, it dropped. Level that was a 7. It hasn't. We haven't had the big moves on here, and I think the big move here is going to come. It's going to be a big short. Just waiting for it to come down to this 5 area. Let's just see what that would be. Come down there. Oh, that's a nice move. 15%, 10x, 150%. So it's a nice move. let's just hope we get it. Okay. Oh no, they're coming down. Coming down. I might just get out of this Ripple trade. I did it at 5x. I'm not even sure why I did it at 5x. I think it was just the default setting. I think I did it on my phone and change the leverage. I might just get out of that. 320 will take me to 280. That, yeah, I'm gonna get out of this trade. Let me just have a look again on the daily. I mean, we have to have a really serious bull squeeze, long squeeze for it to like. And it's been flat, Ripple, flat. The last couple of days, it's flat. I mean, forget any sort of. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. I'm not going to go into any other trades tonight. So we still could do 2 or 3 more trades if I wanted to. 25%. But right now, this is flat. In any sort of profit here, I'm going to get out. I'm going to take it off the table and just free up some capital for some better trades. Right, good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We got into a trade. Tune in tomorrow night. Tomorrow sometime, you'll just, if you hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, you'll get to know when I'm online, when my live sessions are coming up. I've got some really cool sessions planned for building the expert advisor for gold. No coding experience needed. For gold, I'm actually going to build 2 for gold, a trend following and sort of like scalping strategy. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So subscribe, hit the notifications. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers,